Hello everybody, this is the Daydreamer with Daydreams and Nightmares, and this is going to be my video entry into Deadpool 2023 his 50 subscriber contest. He is asking that you are sub to his channel, that you're 18 plus. He wants you to shout out somebody under 50, which was actually quite a challenge. Most of the people that are subscribed to me or that I'm subscribed to um, are over that mark at this point, and I haven't been pointed in the direction of or seen any other channels out there below 50 in the comic book community, other than one. Well, I had three that I found, but two of them haven't been active in over 3 months, so I didn't figure they would be good candidates. But here I have one. Actually, I just recently won his contest. A gentleman on YouTube by the name of Cage is a YouTube channel called Cage Straight to the Point. Big, huge Dan Mendoza fan. Big, huge fan of all of his comic books and his art. Trying to get the word out on Dan Mendoza and Zombie Tramp and Dollface and the other titles that he's involved with. But that's who I'm going to shout out, and I'll leave a link to his channel down below as well. He only has 7 subscribers. I think he's relatively new to YouTube, although I think he has a bigger presence in social media on Instagram and Twitter and whatnot. Anyway, Deadpool2323 has 5 different things that he's asking. He wants to know what is your favorite comic gift you have ever gotten. And I've shown this off before. This was a Christmas gift here that I got from an ex-girlfriend. She actually had an artist paint this. It's actually on a plank of wood. I don't know if you can see. He said flip around. Just a plank of wood. But what it is a version of this cover right here. I'm a big, huge Neil Gaiman, DC Vertigo fan, and this is a crossover between with Death and main character, and I can't remember what his name is off the top of my head, from the Books of Magic, issue number 25. And she kind of mixed it up. It's took this particular cover and turned it into a personalized gift for me for Christmas, and it is one of the best gifts I've ever gotten. Okay. Next question is, what is the favorite autograph that you have personally gotten? Not one that you've bought, but the ones that you have had signed yourself. I'm hoping when I get to the point where I can show all of these off, I actually have somewhere in the neighborhood of a dozen signatures from Uncanny X-Men and whatnot signed. Work on the glare on that. There we go. This is the Uncanny X-Men number 304. I had it signed by Scott Lobdell, who's the writer, and one of the artists, Brandon Peterson. So I actually have one signature here on the Magneto holograph by Scott Lobdell, and over here, Brandon Peterson signed as well. I happened to luck out. When I was in college, I went to a comic book store here by the name of River City Hobbies here. And the guy here that was the comic manager at that store was actually friends with Scott Lobdell and had arranged to have a signing while he was in town. They were both getting together and going to go to a wedding. And they invited a friend along, who happened to be Brandon Peterson, who wasn't going to be there for the signing. But I lucked out and managed to get quite a few signatures from both of them on a number of the books, right around 200 to 300, the end of the 200s, beginning of the 300s by both of these guys. including the 300 edition and all the way down to think like 292. Anyway, but yeah, I absolutely love the fact that I was able to manage to get both of these with Brandon Peterson and Scott Lobdell for a bunch of these books in this run. Now the next question that Deadpool2323 had is the reason you chose comic books to collect. And that is making the assumption that all you collect is comic books. I collect comic books. I collect figures now. Hadn't previously. My pop collection is getting out of control. I also have quite a big movie poster collection. I have a large number of Blu-ray, DVD, VHS, so I'd probably be considered a movie collector as well. I have a large number of music CDs and that from the past, and I've started going digital now, but that doesn't, I said I literally have over 1,000 CDs as well. What else? Like I said, I've collected movie posters over the years as well. So it just, yeah, I didn't just choose comic books, and maybe that's part of my problem. But anyway, I love to read, always have. Anything I could get my hands on as a kid, I would read. Didn't matter if it was a novel or if it was a comic book. But I really did enjoy it because there's a lot of crossover from comic books into the movies and television shows and that. So it was really kind of neat to see these characters in different ways, whether they were, you know, on the small screen of television or watching them on the big screen of the movies or just popping open a comic book and reading about these characters. It's really what kind of got me into reading comic books, and that and just the passion for reading. Now, next question is favorite covers by decade. I just grabbed one from every decade that I do like. I mean, I have shown off others as well, and I'm trying to mix it up just a little bit. Not show off all the same ones all the time, but some that I do enjoy, since decade covers a lot of comic books. The case in point, though, is with this one. This is one of only, I think, 3 books that I own that are from the 60s. This is Marvel's The Mighty Thor, number 146. It's in fairly poor condition. I think if it got graded, it might be a 2 or a 3. I've held on to it because I've never been able to replace it, and I do like the cover and I like the book. Next one behind that, and I've shown this one off before. This is probably the oldest comic book that I have personally purchased myself off the newsstand. This was the released in August of 1978, a year after Star Wars came out. Star Wars number 14. Probably, as I said, it is the oldest book in my collection that I personally have bought off the newsstand. And one of the other my favorite titles is The Uncanny X-Men, and I recently had this sent to me and added to my collection. This is early 80s Uncanny X-Men. Big huge fan of the X-Men. This is X-Men number 149. And that is my 80s book, and that is early 80s. And this one's early 90s. I'm hoping with Mylar there it isn't too shiny. But this is Spider-Man number 1. Absolutely love this cover. The next one, this one's actually signed as well, but when I had this signed by Todd McFarlane, he signed it on the inside. This is when he was just starting, so when I was just starting to collect, so I didn't think to have him sign the cover, but it's on the inside as well. But that is my 90s book. If you've been watching my mystery box pull, which is what's in the background there, I just recently pulled this one out. Absolutely love that cover as well. Wolverine is one of my favorite characters. Recently pulled this out of the box. Wolverine Soul Taker, limited series. Love that cover. And last but not least, this is one I got from Rob Wise Guy, version cover, Niobe #2, sketch cover, Niobe 2, She Is Life. That's a gorgeous cover as well, and very, very much appreciate having that added to my collection by Rob. And that should answer all the questions from 70s to today as far as favorite covers by decade. The last question is favorite moment in his videos. I really did enjoy watching his Deadpool2323 do his biggest haul ever. Lots of great books that he managed to pull that get from his friend and add to his collection. And I do have to say, like I said, I am a big Wolverine fan, and very, very jealous in that very same haul that he managed to get his hands on a Incredible Hulk first appearance of Wolverine. So anyway, I hope that answers all the questions. Go check out Deadpool2323's channel. I'll leave the link down below. Anybody else taking part in the contest, good luck, and thank you for watching.